Traveling is an opportunity to find more adventures, appreciating other places, the people, and their cultures. It is a way of learning the world. Where is the next adventure? The oldest travel destination on Earth. Egypt. Because the country has a very captivating history from the dawn of civilization, Egypt should be one of the main travel lists. Pyramids, temples, pharaohs, deities. But when we dig deeper, there are many more intriguing things to discover and explore. This is the Nile River, the single most important one that made the Egyptian civilization possible. Egypt adventure started in Cairo. This city is the country's capital, and it is considered as the country's gateway to the very well-known ancient monuments in the world. Some helpful points to know when you plan your visit to this country. Check online if you have visa requirement based on country of origin. U.S. citizens must have single-entry 30 days tourist visa on arrival at Egyptian airports for a $25 fee. Just proceed to the visa on arrival window, or you can apply online before flying to the country. Remember, it should be cash money. By the way, in Egypt, the overseas data plan on our cell phones limit the internet speed. Public Wi-Fi in this country is very unreliable and unsecured. It is advisable and practical to buy mobile SIM card in Cairo airport. Or there is also international prepaid SIM card with coverage in Egypt so that you can avail of the SIM card before your trip. Or another option is buying eSIM card for Egypt online. Best time of the year to visit the place is from October to November. At evening time the weather gets colder, so just prepare at least light jacket. Renting a car is not advisable. Better hire a car with a local driver, or the best is to sign up with local tour company who can design what are the best places to go depending on days of visit and how much you can afford to pay.
Okay, hello, welcome.
Okay.
Hello, have a trip today to the pyramid.
Ready?
Ready?
Ready.
Driving on their streets is very challenging. There are no street lanes. The drivers make their own lanes. There are no crosswalks. The people cross streets anytime they want. There are street vendors everywhere. Is it safe to travel in Egypt? Yes, definitely. It is very safe to travel there. There are many checkpoints along the way. If you are with a tour company, the police officer only check with the driver and the tour guide. Every tourist destination entrance and buildings have security X-ray machines to check bags and belongings. Walking around is not dangerous, but while walking along the streets or along tourist areas, there are many local vendors who try to sell various items by force. Rule number 1. Do not make eye contact with them. Do not start conversations with them. Never smile at them. Never be friendly. Rule number 2. Learn to say no whenever they try to forcibly ask you to buy their goods. Whenever you want to buy something, be careful negotiating with them. Most of them are hustlers. In order to avoid hassle afterwards, ask help from your tour guide to negotiate with them. The tour guide also helps you get away from them in case they force you to buy at a price you do not agree with. Take note. Bring money of low denominations. If you have US dollar, be sure you have $1 or $5 denominations. You can also have some of your money converted to Egyptian currency. Every time you need to use the restroom, everywhere except at the airport or at the hotel you are staying, you have to pay $1. And do not forget to bring your own toilet paper, otherwise it would be additional dollar payment. Tipping is a culture in this country. There are those who volunteer themselves to do you favors like taking pictures of you and your groups, then they require you to give tips after. If you see them rubbing their index finger with their thumb, that means they ask for tips. When you are with a tour guide, it is part of their routines, aside from the tourist attractions, to take you to some shops showing how they make their products. After their demonstrations and explanations on how they are doing, they would take you to their showrooms of finished products, hoping and convincing everyone to buy. It is their way of promoting their industry. This is Egypt today. Egyptians strive to make a living. They speak Egyptian Arabic, but most of them can speak a bit of English. Most of them are Muslims, and smaller populations are Christians.
What tell?
You like Egypt?
I like Egypt, yes. I'm an Egyptian man. I'm living here in Giza city. Plateau Giza.
Is
The
it
pyramid.
safe to stay here?
Yes, safe. It's very, very safe. Yes. The Muslim and the Christian together, no problem.
Egyptians are happy to show to the world about their ancient origin, their ancient forefathers who made them how they are today. Visiting Egypt is a very memorable adventure for a lifetime. Next video will give you more ideas on some of the tourist destinations we visited in the country.